Hey guys, this is Dwight. Welcome back to my studio. Hope you're having a great start to your weekend. So the past week or so, week and a half, I've been doing pearl pours, and I did a series of monochromatic pearl pours. They turned out really great and I had a good time doing that. Part of this was I just wanted to get back to my roots about 2 years ago when I started doing pearl pours, and I really was watching some of my old videos and thinking, those look really cool. Those were fun. So I tried to dig through my pile of notes to see if I could find my recipes again and to see if I could recreate what I created 2 years ago. So that was my quest earlier this week, to do monochromatic pours, to test my formulas, to see if I can sort of get those working for me the way I want them to. Now today, I'm doing two pours, two pearl pours on two different size canvases. They're smaller canvases. I haven't gotten to the large canvas yet. That'll be coming up shortly. So I wanted to use color today, and I'm using two different brands of paints to see how they work with the pearl pours. I have a little bit of an idea in my head about what works and what doesn't work, how you get too much shading or granulated shading, and what that's about. So if you watch the end of the video, I'll talk about the types of brands that I used and the differences in the paints and how I think that makes a difference. Now, there's a lot more experimenting to do with that before I know 100% sure for me, but it's just a thought. So yeah, I'm gonna do that today and I'm gonna get started. Now, I want to remind you who started pearl pours. I believe it was Elyse Fournier. About 2 years ago, I started doing pearl pours, and I came across her YouTube channel where she was doing pearl pours and injection pours. And I fell in love. I really wanted to do these white, juicy pearls, these clouds. I've been doing dump and swirls for the past 3 or 4 years. So this was a little bit different, still in the realm of pearl pours and dump and swirls to some degree. So yeah, it all culminated with a collaboration I did with Sarah Taylor about 1.5 years ago. And then a few months after that, I did another collaboration with Elyse Fournier, Bonnie Keene, Melly D, and Sarah Taylor. And that was a fun collaboration. We did pearl pours and we chose a paint palette. And then we also were going to donate our proceeds to charity. And that's what we did. And we actually sold all of our paintings, which was great. Okay, enough talking. Sit back, watch the videos. There are 2 of them back to back, and then I'll tell you a little bit about my thinking about these pours and using paints and brands of paints and types of paints. Okay guys, take care. We'll talk to you soon. friends, here we are with the walkthrough of my first painting today. I'm planning on doing another one to test out a theory, which I'll explain at the end of the whole process here. So I call this one slashed. Just reminds me of something slashed open. It looks like it's bleeding. So I got the cells I was looking for. The composition is pleasing. And yeah, this is kind of a great pearl pour. Just going to show you some of the details. Nice, clean, crisp pearls. I love this area through here. With the red, just right through here is really beautiful. More great cells up this arm. And then over here, and moving back down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a smaller painting after this one. And like I said, I'm going to test a theory here and I will explain it all to you. Hopefully the second painting goes as well as this one when I'm done. Okay, folks, we'll see you in a few. Okay, friends, here I am, 2 pearl pours back to back today. Similar composition, but I think this one turned out much better. I really love sort of the composition of this with the blue and then the red and sort of the shading in between. These cells are nice and clean, they're crisp, just the way I like them. So I want to remind you a couple things about how I mix my paints. So I mix them 1 to 2, let's see, 1 part paint, about 2 to 3 parts floetrol, and a little bit of liquitex pouring medium and water. That's for the color. Now for the base coat, I used about 2 to 3 parts floetrol, 1 part Artist Loft Soft Body White, and about 1 part DecoArts Satin Enamel, Pure White, Drizzle, a Liquitex pouring medium, and water. That is all. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really love this painting. I love these cells through here that have the blue in them. Let me get to focus. That's just looks really awesome right there in the middle. So the other thing I wanted to mention and remind you of, this was a little bit of a study regarding using transparent and semi-transparent paints and opaque paints. Now, on my first painting, sitting over here drying, I used black, which is opaque, and I used red, which is opaque, and they were both Artist Loft soft body paints. So this one turned out a little bit different, a lot more sort of different type of shading, and the cells are just a little bit different. But I used, back over here, the ultramarine, which was transparent, and I used scarlet red, which was semi-transparent, and these paints were both from Arteza. Now I'm going to continue to experiment with the transparency versus opacity to see how things pan out in the long run. Okay guys, I'm really loving this. I hope you like it too. These cells are really beautiful. Exactly what I'm going for. I keep sort of hinting at a larger painting, and I do want to get into doing one. I just wanted to make sure I had my process down. Again, it's been a while since I've done them. After doing the series of monochromatic, I wanted to move into a bit of color, and I want to put this on a large canvas. Okay guys, take care. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we will see you soon.